Yo, Kasuga-kun. I've already got a good buzz going.
Oh yeah? Nice. Could use one of those myself. Mind if I join you?
Sure. I was getting kind of bored drinking by myself.
So, what are the Yokohama Ryumon guys up to now? Any of them ever swing by your place?
Nah, I don't see them too much. And the ones who sided with Mabuchi seem pretty hesitant to get anywhere near me.
Sounds about right. I mean, they did stage a full-on mutiny and shit. Do you ever wonder why they sided with Mabuchi instead of you?
Not really. But if I know those guys as well as I think, I'd say it was because Mabuchi was easy to understand.
Easy to understand? How you figure?
His goals were crystal clear. Everything for money and power. If rules had to be broken or blood had to be spilled, so be it.
So, in Mabuchi's world, as long as you had balls and muscle, you could work your way to the top.
Even if you stepped on your boys to get there. Long as you swore loyalty to Mabuchi.
Damn, that could get messed up fast. And I thought I heard somewhere that Mabuchi was actually pretty smart. That true?
Oh yeah. He spoke multiple languages, ran numbers better than a calculator, and most important of all, he was just fine with breaking kneecaps. He was born for the underworld. If he'd been Tojo, I bet he would have gone even farther than you.
Honestly, anybody would look like hot shit compared to me. I was known around town as rock bottom Ichiban for a while.
I see. Well, I take back what I said.
Why's that?
You got something Mabuchi doesn't. That's why me and so many others gravitate toward you.
Is that right?
Anyway, what I wanted to say was that the younger Mabuchi had some talent. Yeah. I even went as far as asking Mabuchi to be my right-hand man because of it.
Huh? You mean you're the guy that gave him all that power?
Oh yeah. I guess I am.
Come on, man. That's not something to laugh about.
Nah, you see, Mabuchi was just that special of a guy back then. He wasn't the type to just chill on the sidelines. Guy won me over, too.
How exactly?
When Mabuchi was younger, he just had this, I don't know, I guess you'd call it aspiration. He was going straight to the top, and he had the talent to get there, too. He had something I didn't. It's probably why I was so drawn to him. Just like you, Kasuga-kun. Now that I think about it, you two were pretty alike.
Come on, don't say that. Not when Mabuchi became such a scumbag. How'd that happen anyway?
Thinking about it now, I imagine it had something to do with him being promoted to officer. From that moment on, he would challenge me right out in the open. Didn't matter that we were roughly the same age and I outranked him. He probably didn't like that I was born into the top spots, nor that I kept up the weak cooperation policy. Mabuchi was pretty goddamn assertive. As far as I know, I was nothing but a thorn in his side.
Well, then, sounds like you should have known he'd betray you eventually.
Nah, I probably would have trusted him no matter what he said. But I know my old man and his boys didn't think too highly of him. They said he'd betray us for sure, so it would be better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. They were pretty quick to try and make him disappear.
So what'd you do?
I fought back. I probably mentioned this earlier, but I think it's really dumb when people kill the guys in their own inner circles. And this was during a time when responsibility was starting to fall to me and Mabuchi instead of the old boys. Stomping out Mabuchi was like stomping out our future. So I stood up to them. The elders were pretty tough to persuade. That's the first and only time in my life I'd grovel like that.
You did all that for Mabuchi? Why go through that for a guy who hates you?
True, Mabuchi was a fucking weirdo, and at times an evil son of a bitch. He wasn't likable either. But he had a passion I didn't have. He had talent, and above everything else, I thought of him as my brother. You can see why I don't want him dead.
You're right. Sorry, I was out of line.
I'm getting used to you doing that. Don't worry about it.
Good thing you get me.
Why is that?
'Cause talking like this is great. I see now you're a pretty passionate guy, Zhao.
Oh, me?
Yeah, stop fronting so much already. You're always pulling that shit. And that's why I could never figure you the hell out. Now that we're a couple drinks in, I feel like I'm finally getting to know the real Zhao. You got a lot of heart, and you care about your family. That goes a long way in my book.
It's kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud like that.
Look at you, your face is all red. What's up with that?
I'm just drunk. Let's keep knocking him back, yeah?
Sure. To Zhao-senpai, for keeping it real. Cheers!
Cheers.